I'm going to press Insert New Tab, and I'm going to press Create Drawing. Okay, I'm going to do this, and so it's going to be okay. Creating a drawing, and I'm actually going to make sure that my parts in CT construction is going to be Birdhouse, and the assembly is not in there. Where's my assembly? I'm going to go home really quickly, go to Assembly, go to Insert. It's not letting me do my assembly. Oh, I made a mistake. So I'm not going to press the green check mark. I'm actually going to press right click on the assembly, and I'm going to do Create Drawing of Assembly. In this case, I'm actually going to do 4 views instead of no views and make sure it isn't ANSI, and press OK. This is going to be a little complicated on this case, but it's going to show 4 views of my whole entire piece. So this is the top, the front, and the side piece. Really, I just need to make sure that my dimensions are equal distance. So I'm actually going to, I'm not really going to worry too much about how I'm assembling. So I'm just going to measure a couple things on here. But for the most part, I'm really worried about is I want to make sure that I put in my bill of materials on this. So it's going to be, where is it? It's right here, okay? I'm going to do, bill of materials table, okay? And I'm going to make sure that this is in this certain place that I can read it. So I'm going to click it right here for right now. Okay, and I'm going to move this up. So move that wherever actually you want to. It's okay. I'm actually going to move this all to the left because why not? So I can have more room. Move this around to right there. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I put in my detail view of this. Not detail view. It is my bond table. And now I'm not doing table. I'm going to do call out. That is my part 5. So I'm going to go to call out, and I'm going to do each one of my pieces will have a corresponding front and side. Okay. I'm just labeling my sides. Okay. So I'm putting numbers to it. Okay. You need to do this so you know each piece and orientation. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to press the insert button, and my part 1 is going to be my base. Okay. My part 2 is going to be my side. Okay. Press the green check mark. My part 3 is going to be my back. My part 4 is going to be my front. My part 5 is going to be my long roof. Oops. And then my part 6 is going to be my short roof. Okay, so now I have a description and a part. We can do descriptions here too. We're not really going to worry about that too much right now. What I am going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm actually going to do a couple more dimensions just to make sure I know the orientation of my piece. So I'm going to go dimension. I'm actually not really going to worry about each one of these pieces. I'm just going to really worry about how they are oriented onto this stuff. So that means what I'm going to really focus on is really the main thing I want to focus on is how far away my front piece is to my side or into the front of my base plate. I'm also really going to worry about what is my overhang right here, and that's 0.5 inches. I'm going to make sure it's the same thing on both sides, so that's how I orient them. I'm also really going to make sure, actually everything else pretty much is fine. I'm actually not really worried about it, but we maybe could do right here where it is to the outer edge. So I'm actually going to measure there to here, and that's 1.139. You really don't have to worry about that too much, but if you do these offsets and you cut these pieces correctly, that will be okay. All right. Now I can do is I can do my overall height is 10.81. Okay, so these are just dimensions that when we start to finally put, if we're going to make this piece, we're going to make sure that we are mating this and gluing this properly, and they're oriented in the same proper manner as this drawing. This is really assembly drawing. It's just an overall, hey, what's my final product going to look like with all these different pieces together and connected. And I'm going to lastly go here, get out of dimension, go to my title, and I'm just going to do Birdhouse assembly. Okay, I probably spelled assembly wrong. I definitely did. I can't spell. Actually, I think it's Y. I don't know. All right, check mark. All right, Birdhouse assembly. Okay. Now, what I can do, and what you should do for all your drawings, is right-click the drawings, and you're going to export these. It's going to go to a PDF, and you can do version 1.5. It's fine right here. Actually, all these are actually pretty good. But you can just do it. You can rename it, so it's going to be Birdhouse assembly. Okay. You're going to export it, and it'll export to your downloads file. And here, you can then pull up in your drawings. I know you guys are like, but you have so many things open. Okay, so I'm going to go to downloads and a Birdhouse assembly, and my PDF file will show up right here. And now this is my drawing. So now I can print this off and I can take this for a piece of paper. Okay, I know that this last part, especially this assembly, it was really challenging. I'm sorry, but we can even put a little knob here too if we want to for birds to get in there. But we're just not going to do. We're just really going to worry about this base piece right here. So yeah, please follow these directions in these planners. You're going to have, you should have at least 18. You can have 20 more planners. These parts are not numbered, but they are oriented in the right manner. And I am now done with what you have to do for this CAD assignment.